What up, folks? I am ultrazillatoys to have a review of the Super7 Toho Ultimates Rose Biollante 1989. There's only kind of one Biollante, so it's okay. Love this box. The outer box is really nice. I love how they did the Godzilla vs. Biollante logo. There's a really nice texture to this box. I don't think I said that in the Godzilla review. I said a lot of other things in the Godzilla review, which I probably won't repeat all of in this review, but maybe a little bit. On the back, you don't get that texture you do on the sides and the front, but it's really cool. It does say Godzilla vs. Biollante here. And then you open up the packaging, slowly, and you reveal Biollante inside in a nice window box with some nice crackle. And yes, I was able to get this figure inside. Godzilla, not so much, because I had didn't want to pull out the tail before doing the review. Probably will have to, because if you haven't heard, there will be a giveaway of Godzilla and Biollante coming up on the channel. Do stay tuned for that. But looking good inside the packaging, and here is the back of the packaging telling you about Godzilla vs. Biollante. Another thing, I don't think I did the Godzilla review. I had so much to say, I think I forgot to show the back of the packaging. But that's what the back looks like. Very cool. But you know what, guys? It's not about the packaging. It's about the figure inside. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here is Biollante out of the package, and it looks amazing. And I'm gonna say this right now. I don't care who I offend, but I get if you don't like what Godzilla looks like because of how it came out. If you don't like this, you are a banana. Because this is super cool. You don't have anything like this in your collection, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Alright? Review over it. See ya. No, seriously though, this is really good. I really like it a lot. One thing I mentioned in the unboxing, and I'll mention it right off the top here, this does feel a little hollow in this bottom section, but that's kind of cool, because I also mentioned that this is like a squishy plastic here, but it is also translucent a bit. So it's a little opaque, but you can see there's translucent parts here. So if somebody wanted to mod and, poke a hole through this, I also think you could probably pry this like cover open. I do see some little gaps here along the edges where you could probably get something in there and pry it open, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure you could add a light to this, and that would be really cool. And for all I know, maybe there's people doing that already. So that little bit of hollowness is actually really good, and I'm sure they kind of planned it for folks to be able to mod this a bit. Which is cool. I mean, the sculpt work on this is very nice. I do like it. It looks really good. Very nice. It's a very dark green, so if it comes out looking darker than that, my apologies. I have like 4 lights on this thing, and it's still pretty dark. Oh, I lost one. There we go. But it is very cool. Like a really nice sculpt here throughout. I like it a lot, this dark green. There is a bit of a dark wash, but it kind of gets lost in that dark green. It's really nice though. I think there's a dark wash. I could see it in some stuff in the cracks, in the crevices of the sculpt, but it's kind of hard to tell. Definitely on the tendrils, you get that, and the tendrils are really nice too. I like them a lot. Really cool. You have the ones with the little mouths. Feed me some more. Looking really good, man. This is a really nice piece. I love the heart here, done in a translucent orange. It's really cool. Very nicely done. Zoom into that. Very cool. Now you probably can see everything a little bit better. The lighting changes so much, depending on zoom. Oh, there we go. Really cool sculpt. Very nicely done. Again, the tendrils look great. Let's look at this one here. Excellent. Love all the veinage on it. And you got this one down here. Looking fantastic. Oh, you can't even see it. I'm zoomed in too far now. Let's zoom out just a bit. All right. But looks really, really good. I definitely like it a lot. Very nicely done. I like these ones without the heads. I think they're very cool. And I'm glad they're here, honestly. You know, I don't need heads on all of them. Some of these really work. They're screen accurate, you know. This one over here. And the tendrils are done in what looks like a slightly lighter shade of green. But that might be just because the plastic is a little bit different. But that's what it appears to me. I'm not 100% sure about that. But it appears that way. Then you get these guys with the heads here. I like the teeth in that kind of eggshell color. And then like the dark red with a little bit of wash inside the mouths looks really good. Got some leaves on here. This looks really cool. Nice thick veins here. And you got this other one going in the back here. Got this other mouth. Big open mouth. Very, very cool. Like it a lot. The leaves again. And then speaking of leaves, you get these giant leaves here. And these, obviously, because you can see it's a lighter green, do have really nice like wash on there, black wash. Looking really, really good on all of them. Very, very cool sculpt. Beautifully done. This is excellent. Oh, I lost one. So even the one around the neck looks really good. This top piece is not the same material as this, so it will feel a little bit different. A really good sculpt over here as well, around, say, the neck area. It does come out looking really, really dark, but it's good. It's very, very good. So I do, like I say, where I lost one that goes right there. We'll add that back. All right, added this back, but I did want to mention that there is a dark wash on the body as well. So I really, went in and looked at it, and there is a dark wash here throughout the body, which is cool. It's just very dark already, so it kind of gets lost a little bit, but it is in there. So that's cool. And the petals look fantastic, and then you got this amazing, amazing head sculpt. And there is a little bit, it's very subtle, but there is, from what I could see, a little bit of gray wash around the petals. Originally, I thought, especially during my unboxing, which was done outdoors and it's very, very bright, like, I didn't know if there was, but there is some gray wash on the petals to bring them out. You do see a ton of shadows, bringing out the petals, so there is stuff there, which is cool. Then you got the teeth done in that eggshell again, which looks good. A little bit of a darker sculpt behind that in red. You can pry open the mouth a little bit, so if you needed to do something else, it's not like hinged or anything, but you can get it to open up a little bit more. It'll eventually close completely, or you could just, kind of do that, but because of the pliability of it, you're going to be able to do that, and it does look like it's darkly painted on the inside, which is cool. So, very, very nice. I do like it a lot. There is, like, absolutely nothing looks-wise bad here. It looks very, very good. There is a bit of a gloss to it, but it's because of the amount of sculpt on this, and there is a wash on everything. It doesn't look so bad. It doesn't look, it doesn't look bad at all, and neither does Godzilla. Like, again, like, I like what they did with Godzilla. I think this one, because of the way it's done, like, will appease more people that didn't like the overall look of Godzilla, because of the way this is done and the materials used here and the kind of dark green, it lends itself a little better to, you know, what they were trying to go for. And I like that. I think it's very, very good. I think Super 7 did a fantastic job here with Rose Biollante. Again, you really needed this in your collection, I think. You know, an articulated Rose Biollante is quite welcome. So how about that articulation? Alright, so let's look at that. The head moves on a ball joint, which is cool. And then all of these pedals here are hinged. They're in, you know, and then there's swivels and there's hinges on them, which is cool. Like, you know, you saw before, you might pull some out, and some are in tight. This is the one that came out, so it might be a little bit loose, but what you can obviously fill that hole a bit with any number of items to tighten that. So that's not that big of a deal at all. All of the tendrils are also done in that same system. They are a lot tighter than the pedals, so you can do a lot with them. This one here, you got the hinge, you got the swivel, then you have it also right here in the middle, hinge and swivel, and then over here you have a hinge and swivel. At the head here you have a hinge and swivel. At the mouth you have hinges, which is cool. The mouth's open, so that is excellent. See, that has a, this is just a peg, but the hinge, oh no, I'm sorry about this one. I don't see a hinge on this one, on this last one. So no hinge on that one, but the mouth hinge is open, so there you go. This one is just done on a hinge and swivel at the base. Same thing here, there's no hinge throughout here. So that's how the tendrils are done without the heads, but the ones with the heads do have, you know, the various points, which is cool. I like that. The body has some movement. You got a swivel. You can move a little bit. I do feel something, a detent going up and down there. And there you go. I mean, it's pretty good. You know, for a Biollante, it's pretty good for a Rose Biollante at that. You know, I think the articulation is actually rather good. So, I like it, guys. I do. I think it really works. You know, I only have one, like, loose pedal, and that's this one. You know, it seems like. So, I'm cool with it. This one, you could, you know, maybe put it up a little more. So, it's good. Very good articulation, in my opinion, for this figure. It's very, very cool. So for accessories, first up we get this extra mouthed vine tendril that actually splits, which is cool. You know, you would put one side in and maybe this one on the ground or in Godzilla's mouth or in his hand or whatever. I like that. It's, you know, it perfectly fits in. It's not gonna, it stays a little bit, but I think once you put it in, it's going to fall out. But that's pretty cool. You get two of them. Here is the other one. So I like that, you know. And they're cut at different points, which is very nice. Sculpts are good. You got that greenish little paint there, which is excellent. The mouths look good on this one, too. So very nice accessory. I like that for some excess battle damage. And then you get the big old open mouth of Rose Biollante. I like this a lot. This is very, very cool. You got the gnarly teeth. I do think the paint is, you know, a little messy on the bottom of these teeth. I could probably file that down a little bit. The bottom row of teeth aren't so bad. A little bit there, but, you know, it still looks good. I really like this. You know, and I think, you know, what I see here, a little bit on this side, like they slopped on a little bit too much paint on this side. It just kind of bubbled over a little bit. That's kind of easy to fix. But otherwise, this head's looking good. Again, you got the wash around there. And a little bit of shading on the rose petal itself, which is awesome. This is just an easy pop off the ball joint. You can see it's got a little ball joint there, and then pop on for your rose-headed Biollante. Very cool. I really like it. Again, this is just a great figure in my opinion. Very, very cool. This is excellent. And for your size comparisons, here it is with Godzilla. And it's interesting because yesterday with Godzilla, I felt like Godzilla looked a little bigger. And now I feel like Biollante looks a little bigger. And that could be the open mouth head on this one makes it like feel a little bit bigger. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's how I feel. I don't know. It looks a little bigger now. Maybe just I have the head raised, and before I didn't have the head raised. That could be it too. But yeah, they look great together. This makes for an excellent set for your shelf, no doubt about it. And here is Rose Biollante with some other Godzillas, Godzilla 89s you might have in your collection, with 2 of the SH Monster Arts, and the NECA, which isn't a Godzilla 89 in the slightest. And here it is with the SH Monster Arts Biollante. And yeah, you know, until SH Monster Arts gives us a Rose Biollante with even more articulation, which I would guess it would, yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect for your collection. So yeah, they can hang out together, no doubt about it. Thank you for being a friend. And my final thoughts, I absolutely love this Biollante. It is great. Like I said at the very beginning of this review, I could understand if you have a problem with the Godzilla, don't like how the overall look came out. Like I said in that video, I really like that Godzilla. I think it turned out really good, but that's all for that video. If you have a problem with this Biollante, I don't know what to tell you. This is really cool. I think they did a great job here. You know, it has that Super 7 aesthetic that I really like, which is more a little bit toyetic, but it's got a lot of other things going on. It's got a lot of good paint. It's just, there's no, like a little bit on the mouth, a little excess paint on the mouth of this one, and that is it. That was the only thing I saw that was bad throughout this whole review, and that isn't even that big of a deal. It's like a minor thing. I like this a lot, you know. There's a lot of good articulation for what it is. It's just a really cool piece. You don't have an articulated Biollante in your collection. Rose Biollante. So this is really sweet, and I really like it. So great job, Super 7. I think you did this one a lot of justice. I really like it a lot. And there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Diversify your collection. Get yourself a really cool Rose Biollante. Until next time, peace out, peeps.